While we're getting that set up, I just want to thank all of you for coming out on this rainy day to spend this time with your colleagues and with us celebrating each other. Greetings also to all of our folks at home joining us on Zoom, work from home. We really appreciate how much the campus supports the remote and hybrid plans. So hey to all of you out there as well. And when we get to the point in our program where we're doing the milestone recognitions, you'll all notice we've got a different configuration on the room today. So the photos will be over here with Scotty. Scotty, wave hello. Yes, we all love Scotty. So thank you for being here with us today. So we'll have you line up on this side, come over here to get your certificate, and then go over there to Scotty. If anybody has trouble with stairs, just let the folks know when we get to that point and we'll hand them to you down off the front of the stage. So you don't have to worry about it. All righty. Well, it's 12:12. Our online folks can see the slides. The folks in the room can't see the first one yet, but all it says is Winter Quarter General Meeting. So please know that we all welcome you and we're grateful to have you here with us today. I don't want to make you keep waiting because I know everybody's got limited time on their lunch hour. So we'll get right into it while we're troubleshooting and we'll go ahead anyway with the UCR land acknowledgement. We at UCR would like to respectfully acknowledge and recognize our responsibility to the original and current caretakers of this land, water, and air, the Cahuilla, Tongva, Luiseño, and Serrano peoples, and all of their ancestors and descendants, past, present, and future. Today, this meeting place is home to many Indigenous peoples from all over the world, including UCR faculty, students, and staff, and we are grateful to have the opportunity to live and work on these homelands. My name is Melanie. For those of you who haven't met me, I'm this year's president, and I'm honored to be here and representing all of you today. Throughout the room, and some of them are here, some of them are not here today, I just want to quickly acknowledge our Staff Assembly Executive Board. Paige Mejia, my vice president, and our president-elect is on vacation today. Yes, take your vacation when you get the chance. We have a new member on our board, Jose Ulloa Padilla. Not sure where you are. Welcome to the team. He is our new director of finance. Sarah Dillon is our director of professional development. Sierra Covarrubias is our director of fundraising. Selena Hernandez, you'll see her running around with a camera. She's our Director of Marketing and Communications. Vanessa Blaylock back there, who checked many of you in for your certificates. She's our Director of Administration. Christopher Brown is our Director of Outreach. Kate Dorff and Brianna Ellico are our co-directors of events. Analicia Garcia is our Director of Involvement and Recognition. She's right over there. And Erica Leon, who is also on vacation this week, is our immediate past president. I think all of you can know how vital it is to be part of a fantastic team. And I just want to give a shout out to all of the people on our board this year because they are absolutely amazing people, individuals, and friends. I'm so honored to work with all of you. And for those of you online, since we're still having trouble with the screens, I included a photo because faces and names, if you haven't met all of these people, sometimes it helps to see who they are. So those of you who are in the room could probably see hands popping up, but those of you who are at home, this is everybody on the team. This photo was actually taken very recently at the campus day when we met with the search committee for the next chancellor, because as you know, Chancellor Wilcox will be retiring. So they gave us the opportunity to sit down with the folks who will be interviewing the candidates for the next chancellor and gave us an opportunity to share our collective thoughts from a staff perspective on what would be meaningful to us as a campus if we have these qualities in our next chancellor. And we included some of those on our social media posts the day after. So if you want to see exactly what we said, you can read the whole thing. But, oh, my screen just disappeared. There it goes. So that was back on January 9th. And then on January 13th, I know many of you also took your opportunity to come and share your voices at town hall, where we were sharing again what we hope to see in our next chancellor. And it was greatly refreshing to see that what we were thinking and what you were thinking was very aligned, because that gave us confidence that we are listening to what everybody on campus is telling us. And it's meaningful that we make this a dialogue, because we're your representatives. We're not just out here doing our own thing. We're here to be the mouthpiece for all of you. So the things that we shared top line were that we hope our next chancellor is authentic, a champion for staff, students, and faculty equally, a visionary, somebody who can see where UCR is growing and what will become in the years to come. Somebody who's community focused, who is really dedicated not just to the UCR campus community, but also to how we fit into the Riverside City community, the Riverside County community, to the Inland Valley that includes Riverside and San Bernardino counties. Somebody who's representative, who feels like they belong to UCR, not like they're up here outside of us up in some ivory tower, but somebody who's one of us, who is standing shoulder to shoulder with us as equals and kind of gets us, understands who we are and what makes UCR special in California and in the University of California system. Somebody who can be as transparent as possible, because we understand campus leadership can't tell us everything, but we hope that they can let us in, and so that we can understand what they're thinking, what's coming our way, to what degree is possible. Also somebody that's culturally fluent, because UCR is unique, again, among the UC system, among the college system, and somebody who, even if they don't look like our community, can at least understand how to interact with and understand our community when they're talking in both directions. And most importantly, and I think this is something that everybody can resonate with, somebody that really embraces the idea of psychological safety in the workplace, what it means to create a culture that supports that, and to be a leader who embodies that. Upcoming, we have a few more Advocacy Day opportunities, or advocacy opportunities for staff assembly delegates. So one of them is coming up in the beginning of March, where Paige and I will be traveling up to Sacramento as part of the Advocacy Day movement. So last year I took part in this. We go up, we run around to a bunch of different offices of elected representatives, and we talk to them about issues that are important to our community. So if you have suggestions, we'll have a link later where you can share it with us. Things that mean something to you, that you really want us to talk about and be your mouthpiece when we're up there representing UCR. Literally the day after that, we're staying in Sacramento for 3 more days to be part of the Council of UC Staff Assembly's quarterly meeting up at UC Davis this time. So we'll be talking with other staff assembly, whether they're president and vice president or chair and vice chair, about issues that affect all of us system-wide. So everybody thinks that all of the problems, I shouldn't say everybody thinks that. I think it's a common misperception that people think that the problems that affect us here at UCR are only affecting us. But what I can report back from the other CUCSA meetings is that many of the things that trouble us as UCR staff also trouble the staff at the other UCs. So we're talking to each other about how we can collectively work together as we're advocating up to our chancellors and even up to the regents and the office of the president about what we would like to see improve, change, see more of, see less of, and how we can come together as a community that builds this into what they want to be, which is an employer of choice. So that means having active dialogues with the actual employees about what it's like to work here and how it could be better. And I want to recognize that our campus leadership, Chancellor Wilcox, Provost Watkins, and Jerry Bomati have all been really great partners this year working with us as a staff assembly team, and they are very receptive to the feedback that we offer. So we have I don't want to say more receptive leadership than some of the other campuses, but I'll say we have more receptive leadership than some of the other campuses. So we're very grateful for that, for all of you. Lastly, we'll be hosting CUCSA here this December. So that the quarterly meeting, we'll be bringing all of the delegates here. So there might be a mix and mingle opportunity for those of you who are CUCSA delegates to come and meet some of the other folks from other campuses. So more to come on that later. Two more things. Elections for staff assembly, we have the nomination form open now on our website. If you go to staffassembly.ucr.edu/elections, you can read more about the different positions that are open. And if you're interested in throwing your hat in the ring, we always welcome people to get involved. And if you're not quite ready to commit to a board position, we also have a volunteer application on the website. And that door is always open. Elections is seasonal, but volunteers, we're taking all the time. You want to come? Come out, play with us. We like it. So last, the staff engagement survey, it's been since 2021 since we had one. And this is not our campus thing. This is an all UC campus thing. There was a delay to do with the vendor, but Office of the President has told us that the staff engagement survey is coming soon. So we should expect that to see, if not at the end of this year, the beginning of next year. So thank goodness for that. I have a slide here. You can't see it. The online community can probably see it, but it was one of the things that I was going to share about staff salary research over the past decade. Oh, is it showing? Yes. All right. So this is part of our work for CUCSA, and it's just one example, and it's really tiny writing, so I'll explain. This is a graph that shows the salary increases over the past decade for all different categories of staff. So the one that you're looking for is the dark blue line. It says 99 policy covered. And I don't have a pointer, but I'll give you a hint. On the graph on the right-hand side of that slide, it's the lowest one. So we talked about this when we talked with the search committee that is going to be interviewing the new chancellor, not because the chancellor makes this decision. I want all the staff to understand this. This decision about how much of a salary increase that non-represented staff get, or all the other categories as well, is not made solely by our campus, but we need our chancellor to be our champion in the rooms that we don't have access to, where the UC regents are making this decision. So that is, again, why coming together as a team, this graph shows that the highest increase is almost 20% higher over the past decade than the non-represented staff. So again, we're going to continue working and advocating for you. Don't be discouraged. I think any of you know me well enough that I'm a fighter. So I'll keep doing it, and we'll keep doing this in partnership with our campus leadership, because they are fighting the fight for us, even if you don't see it. We have a lot of upcoming events that we hope you'll come out and have fun with us at. Some of them are professional development oriented. Some of them are just for fun. So this whole slide shows we've got Brunch and Learn tomorrow about emergency preparedness. We have the CUCSA Town Hall, the final town hall with President Drake, coming up next week. That's a virtual event, so you can join that online. All of these links are on our website, so you don't have to write any of it down. On the 21st, next Friday, we have another staff pantry up at Pentland. We are currently recruiting for volunteers for that, so if you want to come help out, please let us know. We have Get Recognized nominations due the end of this month. And then again in March, we have another staff pantry on the 21st. We also have board nominations due, so that's for elections. If you want to run to be elected to a member of the executive board for staff assembly, you have to get your nomination in by that date. Then elections will take place like a week or two after that. The 25th and 26th, we have our staff conference, so please save the date. Sarah Dillon's going to tell you a little bit more about that in just a bit. Then we have an in-person closing event for the staff conference again over at the Alumni and Visitor Center at 2 o'clock on the 26th. Is it 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock? I might have put the wrong time, so don't quote me on the time, but the date is correct. But it is the closing event. We want to bring everybody together to share what we learned, just be together as staff and kind of celebrate. And then lastly, we have a thing coming up. We're not presenting this, but we wanted to make sure all of you know about it. On April 9th, the UCR Graduate School is hosting a grad school information specifically for staff. So if you're interested in pursuing higher degrees, MA, whatever, at UCR, that's a great opportunity for you to learn about it. This is the registration link for the Cooksett Town Hall, which is also on our website on the list of events on the homepage. So again, that's February 19th at 11 a.m. One of our UCR former staff, Dennis McIver, is going to be one of the co-hosts of the event. Then the next slide shows we've got the staff pantry prep and volunteers needed. So this is the QR code for that. The pantry is on Friday, February 20th, but pantry prep begins on the day before, on Thursday, the 19th. So we need help both days. The next slide will show us that get recognized nominations. You can submit your nomination through there. Again, the link is all on our website, but I put these here in case you want it. And last but not least, if you are interested in joining us in Society 54, Society 54 is the monthly or annual giving club that we have specifically to fund staff assembly events, professional development programs, and scholarships for all of you. To be a member, like I am a member, I just give $5 a month out of my paycheck. They automatically deduct it. I don't even feel it. If you choose to give more, you can give more, but that's the minimum that you need is $4.50. So I just rounded up, just make it easier. So if you would like to join us in Society 54, or if you're already a member and you don't have your pin, we have the pins here today. You can go get them over at the table. So I would like to now bring up Sarah Dillon, our Director of Professional Development.
Thank you. They gave me a microphone. Uh-oh. Okay, so hi everybody. I am the Director of Professional Development here on Staff Assembly. I'm here to talk to you all today about our UCR Staff Conference. Show of hands, who has attended our staff conference in the past? Yeah. Oh, good turnout. Okay. So those of you who have, you know, we always have a lot of different sessions. We have speakers from all around campus who volunteer their time to talk on all kinds of different topics. We also bring in a bunch of different keynotes. And this year we were actually able to get 3 keynotes. So I'm just gonna highlight for you. We have Mike Maddock. He's gonna be our day 1 opening keynote. And he's gonna present on the questions disruptors ask themselves. So that'll be an interesting topic. He is a CEO of a company that goes and actually does this type of workshop with companies. So it'll be a really interesting session, okay? Then we have our day 1 closing keynote, which is gonna be Jeff Butler, and he's gonna talk about leading in times of uncertainty. We felt like that was a very relevant topic. We have a lot going on around campus, a lot going around in our communities. So this will be a really good presentation to attend. And then our day 2 opening keynote is Lisa Fabriga, and she's gonna talk about capacity to lead, how to build the boundaries and systems you need to succeed without burning out. Again, a topic that we felt was really relevant. With everything that's happening, it can be very easy to ignore your boundaries, take on too much. So she's gonna help with how do we make sure that we aren't burning out and that we're staying at capacity and not going over. So I hope you all can attend. We are going to be recording sessions. It will be available. So if you can't attend in the moment, you can always attend later on because we know things get busy. And we do have multiple sessions at times. So maybe there's multiple sessions you want to attend. We will be sending out information on registering and being able to attend soon. Those websites are going up. It is a virtual conference with an in-person closing session. You're welcome to attend all of it, some of it, just one part of it, whatever you all want, okay? And then switching gears, I just wanted to bring up our staff affinity groups here on campus. Maybe staff assembly, isn't where you want to get involved. Maybe where you want to get involved is in some type of other group. We have so many different ones here on campus. These are all of the contact informations for the different affinity groups here on campus. We have our Black Faculty and Staff Association, the Latina Chicana Staff and Faculty Group, Disability Network, the LGBTQ Outlist, LEAD, AMP, Jewish Faculty and Staff Association, the Formerly Incarcerated System Impacted Staff and Faculty Affinity Group, and the Asian American, Native American, and Pacific Islander Staff and Faculty Group. And we have groups forming all the time. A couple of these groups actually just formed this past year. So if you're not seeing a group up here that you think we need here on campus, there's opportunity to start groups and build community here at UCR. But if staff assembly is where you want to build your community and get involved, make sure you're following us on socials. All that information's up for you to see. Sign up for our newsletter. Make sure that you're staying informed on everything that we offer because there's always a lot going on. And with that, I also, forgot. Okay, so we have a survey here. We want your feedback. So if you have ideas for things that staff assembly could be doing, things that we could be bringing to leadership, all of that, send it up in this survey. We do look at this. We want to make sure that your voice is getting heard. So this is an opportunity for you to provide that feedback. Okay. And now I want to bring up Denise Woods, our Vice Chancellor of Health, Wellbeing, and Safety.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. It is afternoon, right? Good afternoon, everyone. Hey, just making sure you're awake. Did you all already have, oh, I'm in between lunch. I'm holding you back from lunch. Okay, I'm going to get through my comments here quickly. First, I want to say thank you I feel very honored to be here and having the opportunity to speak to you all today. I think this is the first time I've actually been to this meeting in person. I think in the past, I have been maybe on Zoom, or I know I've attended the staff assembly conference before. So it's nice to see all of your faces here. I'm Denise Woods, Vice Chancellor for Health, Wellbeing, and Safety. I just want to also say thank you for everything that you do here. UCR would not be the place that it is without each of your contributions. So I just want to take a moment to say that. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about health, wellbeing, and safety. Some of you may or may not be familiar with our organization here on campus. So I'm going to give you some background on it. And the reason why I think this is so important for you all to know is because you all are oftentimes the gatekeepers of information to our students. They look to you for information, and we want to be able to give you that information so that when you're asked questions, you're able to answer them. Or refer them to go to the right place so that then we can help them. So a little bit about health, wellbeing, and safety. This organization was created in 2021. I began here in 2019, initially under the Division of Health, Counseling, and Wellness. And that division was reporting directly into the Student Affairs area. But after or during the pandemic and then post the social justice movement across the country and really just the calls for change and action, this organization was created, Health, Wellbeing, and Safety. And so I report directly into the Chancellor, and we have 9 areas that really provide seamless support for our students. Okay, and really the focus of what we do here is to provide not only a strengthening of the safety net of resources for students, but also to raise awareness and really try to help our students be successful here on campus. Many of you know that if you're having stressors outside of your job, sometimes it's hard to focus on your job. Similarly with our students, if they are having stressors or challenges outside of the classroom, it's really hard to focus in the classroom. If I'm hungry, or if I am concerned about where I'm going to sleep at night, or I'm having a safety issue in where I am currently, I may not be able to really focus in on what my professor or my faculty member is teaching me. Okay, so we really try to, with all these different areas, focus on streamlining access to resources and raising awareness for those resources for our students. So you'll see starting from your left, the dark red box is basic needs. The next one in orange is The Well, followed by our Campus Advocacy Resources and Education, better known as CARE. Then we have Counseling and Psych Services. Right in the middle in the green is our crisis response team called SWIFT. Next to that is Case Management. Then we have our Student Disability Resource Center, our Student Health Center, and then our Police and Campus Safety. And so I'll take just a few moments to go through each of these. It's just a little teaser for today, but we have more information on our websites. And of course, I'm available to take questions after if folks have questions. So you may or may not have seen that we have a new Student Health Center on campus. It opened in fall of 2023. Thank you, Kelly. She was excited. It opened in fall of 2023. And really since before the pandemic, we've been seen as leaders in providing healthcare to our students. We pretty much Student Health is the primary care provider for our students on campus for students that have SHIP, which is our Student Health Insurance Program. So we have this building, beautiful building now, which really has allowed us to have more technology for efficiency purposes. And it's really to build up on our mission of providing quality care to our students. Next, we have CAPS, which is also in our new student health building. This is a service that is free to any student that is enrolled at UCR. So you do not need to have UC SHIP for our students to go and see a mental health counselor. Okay, and there is right now no caps on the number of visits that a student can go in for mental health services. So this is a very great resource for our students who need some one-on-one counseling. We also have group counseling. There's even couples counseling that is provided through our CAPS department. So very important for you all to know and have that information in case you come across a student that needs some mental health support. The next area here is case management, and this is what I like to call our area that is a resource navigator. So it's a small team, but they're very knowledgeable about all units, not only within HWS, but across our campus. And really what they do is they meet with the student, they provide an assessment and say, hey, these are some of the resources we think could help support you. And then they do the warm handoff to, oh, nah. I know you just don't want to hear me talk now for the next 50. Okay, great. So they provide resources. They do the warm handoff to the different departments. Very important resource to have on campus. So if you come across a student that is just maybe dealing with a myriad of challenges and they're not sure where to go or where to start, case management is the place to send them. Next up, we have our Student Wellbeing Intervention and Follow-Up Team, better known as SWIFT. This is our newest department that we have here under Health, Wellbeing, and Safety. It's our crisis response team. And really, the purpose of this team is to provide mental health support to students that are having a crisis right there in the moment. So this is not a 24-hour, 24/7 service, but it is one that has extended hours, able to see students into the evening, and it is a co-response with our campus safety police team. Okay, so this is something that we just rolled out last spring. So we're coming up on our 1 year with SWIFT being live and in action. And it's just an opportunity for a licensed clinician to go out and see our students if they are having a crisis in their dorm room or in the radius right around the campus, okay? Or if they're in a classroom and they're having a mental health challenge, a licensed clinician can come and meet with them along with a campus safety professional. Next is CARE. And so CARE is our office that provides education to prevent and support to our students who have experienced sexual violence. Okay, so they have a lot of different events and workshops that go on. You can see here right now. In fact, today as I was walking down the hallway, be healthy with your honey. I wonder what they mean by that. Celebrating healthy relationships. Okay, so this is another great resource for our students, and you can feel free to refer them to CARE. If they, not even just if they've had, you know, an incident of sexual violence, maybe they just want more information on how to have a healthy relationship, or maybe they have concerns and they just want somebody to talk to. CARE is a great place to go. Next, we have SDRC, which has now been on campus for 55 years. They just celebrated their 55th year on campus. They provide, yes. So they provide support for students needing accommodations. They also have workshops to educate about inclusivity, equal access, ensuring students with disabilities can fully participate in all aspects of student life. Next up, we have the Well, and the Well is our health education and promotion department on campus. They do a lot of outreach events. They train students to be peer educators because a lot of times our college students, they want to hear from other students. They don't want to hear from, us or from me. So they do a lot of trainings and workshops on a variety of topics. They have a huge following on social media, and they really work to reduce stigma around topics related to sexual health, mental health. And so they're very much a valuable resource to have on campus. Next up, we have Basic Needs, who has a very close partnership, yes, with Staff Assembly. Basic Needs helps students who are challenged with food and housing insecurity, and our students who are dealing with homelessness. They just celebrated their 10-year anniversary with the food pantry on campus. We had a really huge event last week. We had over 500 folks there, really great event. And so I know Melanie gave the update that there is an upcoming staff pantry that is happening, and that goes on a consistent basis. So please spread the word on that. And then finally, we have our police and campus safety. And on our police department, I'm very proud of, thank you again, Kelly. I'm very proud of the work that they've done. They've really thought about reimagining law enforcement and moving towards more of a guardianship model that prioritizes community policing strategies and really builds partnerships with community before a crisis, right? So trying to develop relationships before something bad happens and then trying to build the relationship on top of that can be difficult. But if there is already a relationship, there's already a trust there, it just makes it that much easier. So we're very proud of the work that our police and campus safety have done. There is a camp, just for you all to know, a campus safety walking service. It says escort, but I don't like to say escort service along with police and campus. That just doesn't sound right. So we got to come up with another name. We might have to have a contest on that. But there is a opportunity that if you are on campus, you're leaving work late or overnight, and you're not feeling safe, or you just want somebody to walk with you across campus to your car, or vice versa, you're at your car and you have to walk on campus and it's dark out. They do have a walk service. I was about to say escort again, but they do have a walk service where someone from our police department or our campus safety professional will come and walk with you. And then the final thing I was just going to touch on here is our Healthy Campus, which is a new initiative that we're rolling out here. We did do a launch of this last spring under the name of Okanagan Charter, but we said that's really hard to say. So we changed it to our Healthy Campus because this is our Healthy Campus. Okay? And it's something you'll hear more about over the next several months. As you can see, it's really about embedding health into all facets of campus culture, and it serves the entire campus community. We have several subcommittees that have been set up, so we would love for you all to get involved with that, and I'll have a QR code here next for you all to scan in if you are interested in getting involved. So I just talked about, oh, this is one behind? Oh no, is that right? Is it changing or no? Didn't change. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Okay. So were those changing or no? Oh, okay. I'm like, you guys are just sitting. Okay, just checking. Okay. So we have our Healthy Campus Champions, which I was just talking to you all about. So there's a QR code there if you're interested in getting involved in one of the subcommittees. And then we also have our Mental Health Allies program, which I did not touch on, but it is a program that helps staff and faculty and students learn more about mental health resources on campus. It also gives you skills to help de-escalate. So if a student is having a crisis, they might be expressing to you that they want to either hurt themselves or hurt other folks. It gives you some skills to then say, okay, let's get you to the next step in getting you some support. So it's not teaching anyone how to be a counselor or anything like that, but it's helping you to have some strategies in your pocket. So if you do run into a student like that, you can then give them the resources that they need or connect them to the resources that they need. Okay, so those are two programs or initiatives that if you are interested in being a part of, we do welcome you to get involved with that. Okay. Okay. All right. So this is my last slide here. So just what's ahead for us in health, well-being, and safety. We are developing or in the process of rolling out a implementation plan for our strategic plan to align with the campus strategic plan. We're also looking at ways that we can expand the safety net for our students. So if you all have ideas or you've had interactions with students and you're like, you know what, it would be really great if we had a program that to address this, or it'd be really great if we had some outreach that talks about that. We would love to hear from you because again, we know that you all often have the pulse of the campus. You're hearing things from students, you're hearing things from other staff members. And we would love to hear from you directly on how we can better support our students or if there's anything we can do to enhance what we are already doing. And then we also have some other campus-wide things that are going on as well, but all of those are dedicated and focused on supporting our students, trying to be proactive in that support. So not waiting for something to happen and then doing something, but really trying to, read the trends, understand the information and the data so that we can help our students succeed and move on. So with that, I am turning this over to Christopher Brown. All right, thank you, everyone.
Okay, to present our milestones and our retiree awards, we have Christopher Brown, who is our Director of Outreach, and Brianna Ellico, one of our Co-Director of Events.
All right. So thank you all for being here. We're going to go over our list of certificate recipients by years of service, starting off with all of our people for 5 years of service. So if we could have all of our people who are getting their certificates for 5 years of service, we're going to have you step over to the right. We're going to call you up, hand over your certificate, and then we have a photo op over here for you guys along the wall with Scotty. And as these guys are getting situated, 5 years of service is no short feat, right? Every year of service that we give to the UC, to the campus, is a big deal. And so hopefully we'll be able to invite you guys up here in the future as well. Oh, looks like we're okay. So starting off with our first 5-year recipient, Angie Wilson. Our next individual is Angela Peak. Kimberly Hayden. Maribel Macrom. Astrid Soto. Jonathan Perez. Philip Garcia. Victor Ortiz. Vladimir Oje. Cody Klein. Jessica Guerrero. Israel Montoya. Maria Dolores Navarrete. And that concludes our 5-year recipients.
And next, we have those celebrating a decade of service. Justin Couture. Maria Cedillo. David Kyle. Jonathan Estrada. Gavin Ketchside. Katie Smith Lopez. Alice Alcantara. Margie Burnett. Andrew Wheeler. DeBron Rab. Catherine Cianis. Haley Vernon. Heather Correa. Susanna Brower. Pedro Castillo. Bernicia Hodges. Next, we will be celebrating those with 15 years of service for Chef Rhonda Scott. Oh, apologies, Shonda Scott. Is Shonda Scott here? Okay. Nancy Zavala. Paul Piscatella. Johanna Navarrete. Eric Reynaga. Jalissa Martin. Ira Campos. Next, we'll be celebrating those who are at their 20 years of dedicated service. Please come line up. 20 years is a long time.
Elisa Cunningham. Sorry, Elicia Cunningham. Martha Pantane. Esmeralda Dominguez. Arnold Martin. Muhammad Sadiq Ali. Kiko Lee. Jackie Rodriguez. All right. Now we have reached our 25 years of service milestone. Starting off with Sean McCullough. That's just the one, and then we have one for 30 years of service. Yeah. Congratulations, sir. And for our last person, this is for 30 years of service. Brian Hambleton. No, that could be it, I believe. Okay, we have two more individuals to congratulate. For 10 years of service is Peter Reyna. And also one more for 25 years of service is Michael Kennedy. So that concludes, I believe that should conclude all of our individuals for their milestones for years of service. One more round of applause for everybody. Thank you all so much for your service. And I believe now we should be concluding with our raffle. Oh, get that in a second already.
Yes, we'll bring up our folks to do the raffles, but I wanted to back it up, see if I can figure it out. Retirees. So we didn't see Andy here earlier today. If you're here, jump up and say hello. But let's recognize our retirees as well, because we had three. Angie Wilson, retiree. Martha Patane, did I say that right, Martha? Thank you for joining us today. And then Sherry Ferris. We love it when our retirees still stay involved. So thank you so much for coming. So I'm going to fast forward all the way back to the end and bring our folks up to do the raffle prize drawing. So go ahead and get your tickets out. Kate and Brianna, come on up. Kate doesn't like talking, so I'll talk if she wants me to talk. But I love to let you see the faces of these fantastic people, because I just want to say again how amazing they all are as a team. So let's hear it for Kate and Brianna, who put together today's event. All right. Am I drawing? You draw, you tell me the number. So we have 10 prizes right over there at the table with Annalicia, Jose, and Chris. And I don't know which prize we're drawing for, but the first number is, I should have worn my glasses. 897 is the last three numbers on the ticket. 797, 5897. Oh, yes. Come on over. Go on over there, pick your prize. I know we had an assortment of staff assembly beanies, staff assembly baseball caps, some books from last year's conference keynote speaker, and a few other things here and there. Some things from Schools First, some things from summer session, so lots of goodies. Thank you again for all of our partners for donating. Our next winner is ticket number 877. Yes. All right, next winner. How many prizes total do we have? 10 total. The next winner is 883. 883, get it. Go get it. All right, next up. 894. 894, going once. Oh, we got one. All right, you got to be loud, like scream, like you're excited. If for nothing else, so I can find you in the crowd. All right, next up we have 847. 847. Got to be present. Yes. All right. Thank you. See, that's what we want to see. All right. 805. 805. All right. I hope you guys are counting because I'm not. That's okay. Number 770. 770. Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Yes. 865. We got another one? All right. One more? No? One more? Is this the last one? Okay. 833. 833. Congratulations. We're going to count our tickets really quickly to make sure we're counting correctly. We got all excited. We're like, we have prizes. Let's give them away. Oh, we got one more. One more winner. There we go. Whoops, I got 2 tickets. There we go. 866. Final winner for today, 866. Here, not here. Going. Do we need one more ticket? All right, throwing that one over there. All right. All right, redoing this one, 839. Ticket 839. Yes, okay. Our final winner of the day. Thank you all again for coming out today. I really appreciate what Denise Woods had to say about the new programs that are about looking out for each other. So let's do that. Let's be kind. Let's look after each other here as a community. Thank you again.